Good afternoon, freshmen. Scheduling season is upon us once again, and we are excited to share with you a few things to consider as you plan for your upcoming sophomore year. As a 10th grader, some additional doors open for you, and we want to bring those things to your attention.
And there are times that there will be special circumstances as far as your scheduling and the classes that you're required to take, so we wanted to make sure you're aware of all of those, and we thought that might be helpful for you while you're scheduling for next year. If you are a student who takes band all year, you are only required to take the Fit for Life Health class. If you take ROTC for a full year, then you are exempt from taking health or PE because both of those are covered within a full year of ROTC. Also, just so you can note, incoming freshmen that will be sophomores next year, so those of you that are rising sophomores, you will get recommendations from your math, science, English, and social studies teachers. So you will be recommended for the course level you will take, whether it will be pre-AP, accelerated, or college prep level. So you will receive those from your teachers.
Also, some other programs that have some special exceptions to the rules would be our community campus programs. If you're a student who completed a full year of engineering, then you have met the digital literacy requirement, so you are not required to take that separate 9 weeks class. And the other program, the Life Science Academy, earns a health credit with that, with a year completion of that. So if you are in the Life Science Academy, you would only need to complete the PE credit. And maybe many of you have already done that, but that's something to look for as you're going through and planning for next year.
Another thing to keep in mind with this, if you have taken 1 full year of band, choir, or orchestra, then that will count for your arts and humanities credit as well. So that's your arts and humanities credit and your performing arts elective, because that's what band, choir, and orchestra are, performing arts electives. So you're completely covered for that full credit if you take a full year of one of those classes.
Some things we'd like for you to be doing in advocates and preparing for the night where you meet with your parent and advocate is to go ahead and take a look at that graduation checklist, and we will provide your advocate with a copy of that. And what you would do is take your transcript, and again, those are something that the guidance office is providing for your advocates. Go through and check off the classes that you've completed this year, and you might also go ahead and check the ones that you're in currently, and I think you'll find a copy of your current schedule as well so that you can do that, and then see what comes next. And as Ms. Campbell mentioned, you're going to be looking for an English, science, math, and social studies class, of course, to take at the sophomore level. That's going to be English 2, biology, Western Civ, and whatever math class might come next in your lineup. Also, as far as new opportunities, something to consider is some of you may be interested or starting to think about taking dual credit courses, and that means earning college credit and high school credit at the same time. You can do that on OCTC's campus or through WKU, taking an online course. There's also some concurrent classes offered in our building. What you need to do in order to be allowed to sign up for those is take the ACT. So most of the time, OCTC is going to want a 19 in math, a 19 in reading, and an 18 in English. Of course, community campus has higher requirements, but those are like our bare minimum. So if you've taken the ACT and you're not there yet, then you're going to want to sign up again for the April test, and it's offered again in June. And this just ended. It looks like they may offer it in July as well. So you've got a couple more chances to get that score up so that you could be considered for some of those classes. At this point, if you're looking at some of those, you would just schedule college hours in your schedule, and then later on the colleges come, or we send you there to choose the actual class that you would take. So that's kind of a two-step process there.
2 other new opportunities that we wanted to make sure you're aware about before you begin your scheduling. One is with our math department. You may see on your recommendations that you have been recommended for Intro to Geometry or possibly Intro to Algebra 2. If this is the case, then you were recommended by your math teacher, and so that is a course to help you to break that gap in your math so that you do not go a long period of time without a math class. So that's going to be new for the math department this year. For the English department, some students may be recommended for AP English Language for their sophomore year. So if you are recommended for your English class, it will be AP English Language, or English 2 Pre-AP, English 2 CP Accelerated, or English 2 CP.
Back to the college scenario, some of you have been asking questions already about the Early College Academy. And the Early College Academy started just this year, and it's a program that allows our students to work towards earning their associate's degree at the same time they're getting their high school diploma. Ideally, you take as many required classes as you can here your freshman and sophomore year, so that your schedule is freed up to be on college campus your junior and senior year to earn like a 64-hour credit associate's degree. There are applications in our office if you need one. You can come by here. Again, with that, you'll see a GPA requirement of a 3.0 or better, I believe, and some ACT requirements. And those are just to match up with being allowed to take classes on OCTC's campus. There is cost involved with that. For a 3-hour course this year, it's $156. We're expecting it to be similar to that in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, then you would want to get the application from the guidance office as well. And again, for scheduling purposes, if you have room for additional courses and you're wanting to try one out, then you would just schedule college hours as an elective. Really, I think that's it as far as what I can think of for the just general notes for you all as you begin scheduling. Your advocates are going to be trained on this as well, so if you have questions, go to them first. We'll be having parent meetings coming soon too, meeting with your parents and basically sharing the same information. And as always, if there's questions that someone can't answer, please come see us in the guidance office. Thank you.
Thanks.